Hey guys, this is your league commissioner with the Week 2 recap. Damn, son! Did you see my team this week? Larry Fitzgerald and D'Angelo Williams with 3 TDs each? What year is it again? That's right, bitch. It's 2015, the year that my team goes to the Shiva Bowl. DeAndre Hopkins' lymphoma had such a big lead that Luck of the Ivory needed 102 points from Andrew Suck, Piss Ivory, and Lame Allen. But together those three players combined for only 13.5 points. Not even enough to pass Eric's sorry-ass team. So Adam earns the trophy for lowest point total of the week, while I win highest point total and biggest blowout. In other news, Ginger Lives Don't Matter was blown out by a setup the Colemans. Peyton and Demarius combined to give Eric an early lead, but later he had two players with negative points, while Kyle put up a solid 95 behind Julian Edelman's two-touchdown game. But there was that injury to Lamar Miller. Hopefully for Kyle's sake, he'll be back next week. Kyle starts the season 1-1 and currently sits in 6th place. Apparently, Ginger Lives do matter, or at least they're better at fantasy football than Eric. And that's because the other Ginger in our league is undefeated, 2-0 to start off the season. Good old-fashioned Lynchon didn't get much help from Marshawn, while Don't Hate the Slayer, Hate the Game did get 20 points from the Broncos defense, but only 2 points from C.J. Anderson, and Tony Romo got 6 and suffered a broken collarbone. Ben Roethlisberger earns Joey the MVP trophy, and even though there was a tie this week, I'm also awarding Joey the Skin of Your Teeth trophy because it's defined as the team with the smallest margin of victory. Last year's champion loses in another very close matchup. Kyle's point differential is only negative 2.5. It wouldn't have been that close, but Joey pulled his kicker from his starting lineup before Monday night's game. He claims it so that he can say he won with only 8 guys, but we all know it's because he was worried that Nick Folk would miss 2 field goals. Either way, Kyle starts the season 0-2. Nick's team is also 0-2. Maybe Nick and Kyle have been too busy working out to find time to set their lineups. Le'Veon on the bench got destroyed by Brown out on Fosters. But both Mike and Nick should be looking to the waiver wire this week. The Ravens D got negative 3 points after losing to the Raiders, and Mike Evans put up a goose egg, while Jeremy Hill and Amir Abdullah only combined for half a point. Even though Mike's running backs didn't perform well, he still put up a good score and starts the season 1-1. Calvin Klein lost to Just Gurley Things in a matchup that wasn't all that exciting. These teams better be watching SportsCenter to find out if Drew Brees or Eddie Lacy will play this weekend. Will's team is undefeated and sits in 2nd place, while Timmy is 0-2 and second to last. Adrian Peterson got some production from his star running back this week, but it wasn't enough to get the win over Captain America. Luke had a big lead over Curtis going into Monday night, partially because last week's MVP, Carlos Hyde, left the game early and only got 43 yards. Tom Brady, the number 1 quarterback in the Browns defense, AJ, were solid. Honestly, I thought this one was over, but touchdowns from Brandon Marshall and Dante Moncrief allowed Curtis to catch up and get a tie instead of a loss. Remember last year, playoffs were decided by a tie. Will and my teams didn't make the playoffs even though we had the 2 highest point totals. We each had 7-7 records, but Joey and Curtis were 7-6-1. And because of that tie, they made the playoffs. But I'm sure this tie still feels like a loss to Luke, who has the 3rd most points, but no wins. On the bright side, Luke goes up against Nick this week, who doesn't have anyone playing on Monday night, so we shouldn't get one of those "I am literally so pissed right now" texts. Here are the Week 3 matchups. Joey versus Eric, Curtis versus Kyle, Besa versus Adam, Mike versus Timmy, and 2 winless teams, Nick versus Luke, and 2 undefeated teams, Will versus Brian. Good luck, guys.